In this one, there is.
And I watched this quite a few times and didn't pay for it, but I watched it quite a few times before
you hid under the chairs with the black candy, didn't you?
Hey, I walked in under a rather large woman's moo-moo, and I sat underneath it. I watched it. I ate her gummy bear crumbs that fell on. We don't want to get to that story. That's very disgusting.
You drugged the woman so that she would be unable to leave the seat for 5 showings.
No, I didn't have to drug her. She went into a diabetic coma after eating all those gummy bears that I fed her. So I didn't have to worry about drugging her. She did it herself. Now, I did not think that they would do a second one to this. I'll be quite honest with you. And I thought the second one, if they did it, would have rocked right to DVD. Because that's usually how this stuff works. However, it didn't. And I was pleasantly surprised. This time I did pay for it. Yes, I didn't go into the fat lady's moo-moo because she passed away a couple years ago. And I haven't found a new fat lady's moo-moo to sneak into the movie theaters with. But it was awesome. Dawn of the Apes, it was really cool. I know Nurse Misery liked it. And I go back and saying, I look in the back, and the place is empty. And we went there on a Friday night.
And the place, that's not a good sign.
Right. It was empty. And we were in the smallest theater, and it was empty. And I'm hearing all these good things about this, saying how it's making all this money, and it's the top of this chain. And we go in there, and there was nobody there.
Well, maybe at the Bronx Zoo it got good reviews in the Ape House, but or a good turnout, I should say, because you're right, the critics did give it good reviews. Even the mainstream critics that usually criticize horror and science fiction gave it good reviews.
But there was no one there, Mr. Garner, and I was shocked because we went there at what they call prime time, 7 o'clock. So
right.
It should have been filled with people. But it was filled with people in their 30s and older. There was no kiddos there. The ones that were there didn't last long, got antsy and left, and there was nothing to them. And I enjoyed how it showed the evolution of the apes. And if you haven't watched the movie, I'm going to give you a little spoiler here.
Right, but that's what I was getting. Well, even without the, you don't have to give 100% of a spoiler.
Right.
I mean, let's just leave it at. They explain how we go from, like I said, that I liked about the new series. They go from today's monkeys and apes. They advance only a few decades, and how you have the Planet of the Apes. It makes sense.
And the scary thing, Mr. Garner, is the way that they show them communicating, they're doing now. So this isn't sci-fi. This is real. Gorillas, chimps, they can all sign language communicate with us. So this was kind of like, wow, this is realism right in our face. Maybe, the primates are evolving and we're just too stupid to see this happening. So maybe this guy making the movie out there saying, hey, watch out, the humans aren't going to be the top of the chain much longer. And talk about that and humans and top of the chain. I don't remember what country it is, but on a similar subject, I'll have to figure this out for you guys next time. One of the countries just made it to the point where a dolphin is on the same level as a primate. And if you're caught hunting or killing them, it's like killing a man or one of the apes. You are considered doing manslaughter.
I mean, apes are on the same level as humans, and now dolphins are on the same level as both of them?
Yep. I don't remember what country this was, but it was put into law, and if you're caught fishing them or training them in, like, aquariums, it's like torturing humans. So it's on the same level. They think that dolphins are just as intelligent as humans. And I'll go by and say some dolphins are smarter than some humans.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, there was a movie like back in the day, way back in the 70s, called The Day of the Dolphin, if I remember my science fiction, and I think I do, starring George C. Scott, and the idea was intelligent dolphins.
And it's there.
Yeah, but I guess it never caught on.
No, it didn't. And you know what did catch on, though? I think it's time to go for another song. How about you?
Yeah, let's.
Let's do this here on Rhode Island Free Radio. Chuckles Crypt is going to give you the Gorillas, and this took me 2 tries to find the one that is correct to put on radio, because there is an unrated one to this. We're going to go down to the Gorillas' most famous song, Clint Eastwood.
I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless but not for long. The future is coming on. I ain't happy, I'm feeling glad. I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on.
Finally, someone let me out of my cage. Now, time for me is nothing cause I'm counting no A's. Nah, I couldn't be there. Nah, you shouldn't be scared. I'm good at repairs and I'm under each snare. Intangible, bet you didn't think, so I command you to. Panoramic view, look, I'll make it all manageable. Pick and choose, sit and lose, all you different crews. Chicks and dudes who you think is really kicking tunes. Picture you getting down in a picture tube, like you lit the fuse. You think it's fictional, mystical, maybe spiritual hero who appears in you to clear your view when you're too crazy. Lifeless to those, the definition for what life is. Priceless to you because I put you on the hype shit. You like it? Gunsmoke, you're righteous with one toe. You're psychic among those, possess you with one go.
I'm happy, I'm feeling glad. I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. Ain't happy, I'm feeling glad. I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on.
The essence, the basics, without it you make it. Allow me to make this childlike in nature. Rhythm, you have it or you don't, that's a fallacy, I'm in them. Every sprouting tree, every child of peace, every cloud and sea. You see with your eyes and see destruction and demise. Corruption in the skies from this enterprise. Now I'm sucked into your lives through rust, so not as muscles but percussion we provide with me as a guide. Y'all can see me now cause you don't see with your eye, you perceive with your mind, that's the end. So I'ma stick around with Russ and be a mentor. Bust a few rhymes so mother comes to remember what the thought is. I brought all this so you can survive when law is lawless. Feeling sensations that you thought was dead, no squealing, remember.
I ain't happy, I'm feeling glad. I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. Ain't happy, I'm feeling glad. I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. My future.
Welcome back to Chuckles Crypt here on Rhode Island Free Radio, and that was the Gorillas. That's one of my favorite tunes, and I know some of you are in their computer chairs listening to this, bobbing their heads and dancing to the song. I always do get a sightness of happiness listening to them. I saw them live one year, and I still remember going down to the arena and waiting for the curtain to come up and the musicians to be there. They duked me. It was cartoonists sitting there playing behind the screen. I think somewhere down the road they did show the original guys that were playing it, but they duked me nevertheless. And a lot of people will step back and say that's the only good song the Gorillas have, and I argue with them and say no, they got quite a few more that were better than that. But here we are. We're wrapping things up about the Planet of the Apes with Mr. Garner here, and I know it's not one of your favorites, but I like to thank you for sitting through the remake sessions of this.
And listen, if you talk about the originals, you have to talk about the remakes. The two go hand in hand.
Right, and I'm not going to say it's a reboot. It's a remake. That's all it is. They're both remakes. Whichever ones you enjoy, thank you for listening to Chuckles Crypt and enjoying them. And next time we come by here, we're going to be talking about sex in space.
The best reason to continue the space program that I have ever heard of.
Right. Sex in space and sci-fi here on Chuckles Crypt. We're going to talk about that. Maybe we'll get a guest with us. And if you haven't had enough listening to me, tune in to Mr. Garner's show, The Haunted Cabaret, where I am in the other seat.
We will switch roles.
Is the host. And remember, you can catch whatever show you missed up on Rhode-IslandFreeRadio.org. And all my shows are up there from 1 to 10. or 11 now. Man, we've already made 11. So they're all up there. Tune in there. Check out some of the other shows up there. I believe there's yours, mine, Mr. Jones's, and I think Alicia's, right? It's up there. Yeah. And I'm going to call them the Hippies because I don't know their show. But check theirs out. They would be the only one up there that I did not announce. And I apologize to them ahead of time. We're going to wrap things up here in Chuckles Crypt with a little punk. I see you smiling over there, Mr. Goner.
I'm ready.
We're going to go down to the New York Dolls here on Rhode Island Free Radio. Dance like a monkey. Get up and dance like a monkey, everyone. Have a cool evening.
It's rolling around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. Well, that train keeps moving on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mother told me, son, always be a good boy and don't ever play with guns. When I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing